All right, you can just take a seat right there. Make yourself comfortable. Did you want water? We have some pop in the fridge as well, ginger ale, Coke, and there's 0 options of both if you want. Just let me know at any point. I've got my iPad here, and we're just going to begin with some of the questions, all right? So are you aware of what's kind of going on today? Alrighty, that's good. Let me just put this off to the side here. Just kidding. Okay, I'm gonna grab my keyboard. Alrighty. And how's your day been, first off? Good. Okay. You have any plans for the rest of the day? Oh, alrighty. Let me scooch in here. Don't want to be too up close and personal, but some of these questions get a little intense, so just relax, take as long as you need, and I will just be typing things out. Even if you're not talking, I'll probably be typing facial expressions and body language and stuff like that. Anything I'm noticing, anything that I think might be of value or anything like that. So just try and tune me out and just focus on the questions and answer them to the best of your ability. Alrighty. So first we're just going to start off with your name. And what's your middle name? Alrighty. And what's your age? Alrighty. And with birthday? Perfect. And what's your eye color? Okay. And hair color? Yeah, I would say that's pretty accurate, yeah. Okay. And what's your height? And your weight. Yeah, in pounds if you could. We have a converter, but it's always nice. Okay, and then do you smoke at all? Okay. Do you drink socially? How often would you say? Alrighty. Okay. Any use of marijuana, pot, smoking, edibles, anything like that? Okay. Yeah, just go into as much detail if you want. Usage amount and how often is the most important thing to me, okay? Alrighty. I'm just noting some other things that I've noticed so far. Nothing you need to be concerned with. Alrighty, okay. So the next question is, what's your social security number? Alrighty. Perfect. And your mother's maiden name? Oh, how do you spell that? Perfect. The name of your first pet. That's a good name. I like that. And what kind of animal? Alright, what breed? Do you have any fond memories of you and this pet? How old were you when you got the pet as a family? No detail is too small, and you definitely can't go into too much detail. So anything you want to say is appreciated. I think that's very cute, yeah. Alrighty. Okay. That looks good. Red or green? Just pick the color, which one? Doesn't have to be your favorite, no, just total instinct, red or green. Alrighty. Do you like camping? This one you can delve more deep into. Okay. Alrighty, and why or why not? Yeah. Could you make arguments for the other side of the point, like why someone would or wouldn't like it? Yeah, it's important to know how people can put themselves into other people's shoes. Empathy levels are important to note. So yeah, that's basically half the reason. Alright, you have any memories that you could share about camping or anything like that? No, you're doing excellent, I swear. You've been answering the questions beautifully, and yeah, we're doing great so far. I'm getting lots of valuable information, which I do very much appreciate. So let's just continue here. You're still feeling okay? Feeling comfortable? Good. Okay. Are you scared of outhouses? I do agree, they do smell, yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I know, it's funny how it's like, I know nobody's like in there with me, but it does feel like a little bit of lack of privacy. I get that. Oh, I hate that when they're out of hand sanitizer. I know, I have to... Everywhere I go, I have to carry hand sanitizer with me, and lotion, because you'll be washing your hands, and then public bathrooms, soap, so dry, just ridiculous. Okay, these are all looking good. Okay, let's go to the next one. What is your favorite meal? And what about least favorite? Fair enough. Who was your first bully? Ooh, your mom. Just gonna yikes that. Okay. Let's see. Just gonna make a few more notes here now that I know that. Might be... to say the least. You do have a bit of a sad look in your eyes, so just making notes. If you could have any superpower ever, totally your choice, what would that superpower be? I said anything, so yeah. And why would you choose that one? besides being like useful in like a superhero sense, do you think that there's any personal reason why you'd want that superpower? I always find that with my right hand, I only write with my ring finger. It's a bad habit. I've been trying to keep my hands into a better position, you know, with like J, D, F, K, D, L, S, A, and then you kind of have it on like the colon. Have you ever done like writing practice? I used to try to do that like every day, but I haven't done it in a while. Okay, anything else that you want to add? Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. How much fruit do you eat a week? Sorry, how much fruit do you eat a week? Yeah. You can measure it in any way you want by piece of fruit, so maybe like 1 apple a week, or by grams, or servings, whatever feels right to you. Okay. And what about veggies, vegetables? Okay. I think we can all do better on those parts, how much eating fruit and vegetables, but so don't worry, not here to judge at all. Does Mexican food upset your stomach? Okay. Good to know. That just tells me like how much beans and fiber you get in your average diet. It tells me a lot about a person. Right. Does spicy food upset your stomach? Just make note of that as well. Yeah, how hot do you say? Alright, can you whisper for me? Just whisper a few sentences. It can be anything, a poem that you know, maybe a story from your child, anything that you just have top of your head. Just whisper. Yeah, you can continue. I know it's a bit awkward, but okay, you can stop. Thank you. I'm just gonna make a few notes here. And now can you just speak softly? So, whereas this is a whisper, I'm asking that you speak a little bit softly. It's just like a different register there a little bit. And you can talk even a little bit louder, or you can talk quieter, and kind of all sits in the same area in your throat. So if you could do that for me. Okay, let me just take a look here. Okay. What's your eyesight like? Do you know your prescription offhand? Okay. Are your ears symmetrical? But you can't look, just off the top of your head, yes or no, are they symmetrical or not? Okay. Alrighty. What's your favorite number? But I want this number to be at least 4 digits long, but you can make it longer if you want. Good. Okay. Are you dating anyone? And do they like you? Do you have any kids? Okay. And do you want any kids? If you do, how many? I have one of my little pieces of my bang that's like not cooperating, but I feel like that's every day. Okay. When did you last hold a plushie? Yeah, like a plush toy. As long as it's filled with stuffing. Okay. Do you remember what it looked like? Can you describe that? Looking, just sort of pulling up something really quick. Alrighty, just looking over here, just pulling up some different questions I think are relevant. Alrighty, perfect. Okay. Have you drawn since you were a kid? So yeah, not counting when you were a kid. Have you drawn at all in adulthood? Is what I'm trying to say. Normally don't ask these next list of questions. I just think they're relevant specifically for you. It's like when you've ever worked retail and the customer goes slightly off script and you're just sort of sitting there like, I talked to like 100 people in the last hour and they all said the exact same thing, and now this person is like breaking the cycle and I'm confused. Anyways, okay. Have you drawn while being an adult? Okay, can you tell me about that? When was the last time somebody held you? And just tell me in as much detail as you're comfortable, as much as you can. No, you've been doing great, providing just the perfect amount of detail that you can, which is really all I ask, you know. And I think at the end of the day, like, even if somebody can't give me very much detail, it doesn't even matter, because the lack of detail is just as telling, you know, as if they were to give me detail. Yeah, sorry, it's winter time. I'm dry. I make stickers and art prints. If you want to give my little shop a check out, it's the first link in the description. It would genuinely mean the world to me if you did. These are 2 of my sticker designs, but I have quite a few. So yeah, check it out if you're interested. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching. Alright. Yeah, your answers have been very consistent. I haven't noticed any lying. That is something we watch out for. Just reviewing here. Yeah. These look great. Okay. What's your favorite holiday? And can you tell me why? For sure. I would just like to stop you really quick. I completely agree. Okay, continue. Definitely important for me to notice your body language. So I'm just taking note of that as well. But I know I might feel like a therapist when you'll like say an offhand comment and all of a sudden they'll be like, oh. You know, like just typing nonsense. My favorite part, this is the keyboard that I'm using, by the way. My favorite part is these. I just like that they're all like over top of each other too. It also has you can push it. But yeah. Okay, I shouldn't do that too much because sometimes I start like flipping my like computer screen upside down. Have you ever done that? Like the display, like it'll be, oh my gosh, I tell you. But yeah. No, it's a really nice keyboard though. I actually really like this thing, and it's heavy, which is nice. So it's not like slipping and sliding, but there were bad reviews that said this thing is way too heavy. But it's not that heavy. But it's an EPO maker. It's like the, oh yeah, F99 Pro Ola. And I believe the switches are star arrow switches. Yeah, the only thing I don't love is the space bar isn't my favorite, but enter and backspace are good. Okay, I'm gonna have to delete this all because I'm just writing nonsense into my document here, but that's fine. Anyways, It's a very nice keyboard. I like it. And it does, it can light up, but I find that a bit distracting. And there's lots of options. I really want to get different switches for it. I want to get wisteria switches, I hear are really good. That's what I'd love. But anyways, okay. Let us continue here. What is the first holiday that you became conscious of capitalism? First holiday that you became conscious of capitalism. Just let me know how old you were and just talk about the experience. Do you own a lamp? What are your thoughts on LED Christmas lights? Yeah. Have you ever noticed it before? Okay. If you were to blow a birthday candle out right now, how many boyfriends would you have? If you woke up a game developer, what kind of game would you make? No right or wrong answers. Sure. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the questions that I've been asking lead back to your childhood in a very natural way. Good information to know. Okay. Could you describe the game in any more detail? The story, the visuals? For sure. Again, don't worry, no right or wrong answers. Okay. Okay, for sure. So, what did you dream last night? All right. And what do you think the dream meant? Any reoccurring nightmares that you experience? No, you don't have to talk about anything you don't want to. But what do you think that says about you? How many chapsticks do you own? Do you know where they are? Okay, where are they? No, I relate. Have you ever committed fraud? What's your previous work experience? Okay, let me just take a look here. I think that's everything. Let me move this off to the side. Yeah. I'll just put this into the system. Okay, well, it looks to be everything is set to go. I believe that you are hired. So thank you so much for coming into this interview. Just email the manager. You've already shown us your work availability. But if you're ready to work on Monday, you just have to email them. I don't do the schedule, just do the interview process. But yeah, seems like you're all set to go. You're all in the system here, and everything looks clean and okay. Well, I guess I'll be seeing you around the office then.